So in the class, we have completed the journals, how you have to write this. And in this, we have the to pro forma of the journal. It is first you have to tweet with the tabular form, and it's a date, particulars, LF, debit amount, credit amount. You have to write it. In a debit, that is in the date column, you have to write the date, and in which you have to write the transaction happened, and when the transactions happened, that you have to show it. On particular column, what is the transaction is done, but what is the transaction is recorded, and what has been debited and what is just to be credited, that should be written in a particular column. LF, that is the ledger folio column. In this column you have to write the page number of the ledgers. And debit, in the debit,
Yes, ma'am, I am under you. I want to know. Can you tell me?
Select your own topic. Okay.
Is it?
You are the finance.
Yes.
So I don't know that you today you are all going to come. So
No,
just
I came. I was doing jobs. I came from there.
So we'll take the advantages of the subsidiary books. Subsidiary books, that is those books which are the business transaction, and first we recorded, then posted to the ledger. And we have some of the advantages for the subsidiary books. Is it? Then we have so here we have the various advantages. So why we have the subsidiary books? To avoid the confusions, and we have the less means here why this is a confusion. Recording of all the transaction when you are writing it all at one place and may lead to the confusion. So to lack of this clearance understanding, we have to fail to give the information at once. So this is a regard to any particular aspects like total amount payable to the creditors. And then it is a less laborious. Less laborious means here when you are recording your transaction in the subsidiary books will consume the less time. And even it is also energy when compared to the recording in the journals. That is will be classified. Accuracy. And this is also one of the advantages of the subsidiary book. And there will be a more accuracy in the books of accounts, and as the entries may be made and total only once in 1 month. Means when you are writing your transaction, every time you need not to go for the total. Only once in a month you have to go for the totaling. And here next is the statistical records. In the statistical records, additional information where you are collected from subsidiary books. For example, sales book gives the information where it is relating to the salesman. May that will be recorded in the statistical records. And then next, ready reference. Next is a responsibility. When fixing the liability, it makes the simplest responsibility to fix the specialization for the division of labors. Here we have the types of subsidiary books. In the subsidiary books, we have the types of books. One is the purchase book. Purchase book means a book where you are brought anything, that is invoice book. All the credit purchases will be recorded in the purchase book. And next is a sales book. Sales book, it is nothing but it is a day book. All the credit sales where it is done daily, that will be recorded. Then purchase return, it is quite opposite. When you are purchasing, if any damages, and that will be returned to the suppliers, that is a creditor are recorded. The next is a sales return. Sales return means that is a return in word. All the returns are made by the customer. The next is a bills receivable. Means in these books, all the bills which is received from the customer are recorded. And bills payable, all the bills which is payable to the creditor or the suppliers will be recorded. Journal proper. In the journal proper, the transaction which do not fit in any subsidiary book, that will be written in the journal proper, like opening stock, that is opening entry, closing entries, adjustment records recorded in the journal proper. The next one is a cash book. In this cash book, the cash transaction only, that is a cash receipts and the cash payments will be recorded. Is it clear? In the purchase book format will be, that is all the credit purchases, not the cash purchases. Cash purchases will be written in the cash book and the credit purchases will be written in the purchase book. And this format of the purchase book, it is first you will be writing the date, then it will be particulars, that is the name of the supplier you have to write, inward number, LF, details, that is a amount. Next is a column for the date, means on which date that credit purchase is made, that you have to write, and particular in the column the name of the supplier on which, from for which that is a credit purchases from the credit purchases is made, it will be written. That is, a detailed description will be given. What is the quantity, what is the quality, rate, gross amount, trade discount, sales tax. These all will be written in the particulars. Inward voice, the invoice that is received from the supplier is serially numbered. That is the inward voice, that is a serially, that is numbered, and that will be written in this column. Ledger folio, that is a supplier's accounts are recorded in the ledgers, and the page number where it is the specific, the supplier account is written, and that will be recorded in this column. And the details will be written, that is details are nothing but the business may be purchased the several items from the several suppliers, so that all will be shown separately in this column. And next is the total amount, the total net amount payable to the supplier for the transaction will be recorded in this column. Like that is a after adjustment, trade discount, and the sales taxes will be done. And the ledger postings. The ledger posting, that is a process of posting from subsidiary books, is explained here. That is a below. And next is a purchase book. Finished. We have there's a ledger posting where we done. And the same book, sales book is in the purchase book, you will be writing inward voice. Sales book, you will be writing the column will be different and everything will be same. How you are writing the purchase book, your sales book also will be written, but only the extra column, there you will be writing the inward, and in the sales book, you have to write the outward invoice numbers. Next is a purchase return. It is a common practice in the businesses to purchase goods on credit. So which goods which is received, and that should be check the quality, quantity, grade, everything. That is a specification will be mentioned in the invoice. If the goods received and do not match the requisite specification, then the goods can be returned to the suppliers. That's why it is a purchase return. Such returns are called the purchase return or return outward. So this is a book for in such returns, and hence the name is named as a purchase return book. Is it clear? And here it is sales book. In the sales book, that is specification will be if the goods are sold by the customer, do not when it is not matching the specification, then such return can be made received by the businessman as termed as a sales return. That is the return inwards that will be recorded in the sales return book. The next is a bills receivable. Bills receivable is nothing but it is a transaction of a books. Business consists of credit transaction also. Most of time, goods are purchased and sold on credit. So when you are purchasing on a credit, the credit transaction payment shall be made, that is in future data. That is in the future. Means today you are buying, tomorrow you can pay it. So when it is paying in a future, a written or the documentary proof where it is acknowledged for the payment will help the smooth conduct of a business. And next one is there is a negotiable instrument. This is the bearer of a instruments, that is a check or anything. So to party which receives the bills of exchange, it will be written termed as a bills receivable. That is where it is a party which has the pay it termed as a bills payable. Next is a bills payable. Like bills receivable book, the bills which the business have to pay it. So that is a bills payable book is maintained. Next is the journal proper. All those transactions that can be entered in the subsidiary book are recorded in the journal proper. So in the journal proper, otherwise it's called the journal, that is journal. Usually we have the types of transactions are recorded in the journal proper. So you'll be writing the opening entry, closing entry, transfer entities, any adjustments where it is based on the business, entries for rectification of errors, any miscellaneous entries. Miscellaneous entries means purchase of assets on credit, sales of assets on credit, dishonor of bills receivable, cancellation of bills payable, writing of return of the bad debts, and even capital brought in kind other than cash. And the purchase, next is the abnormal loss where it is in stock in trade, or other assets will be theft accident. Endorsement of bills receivable to be credited. Next, we go for the cash book. In cash book, all the transaction where it is related to the receipts and payments that is made in a cash, that will be recorded. It is a most important book because the other books are also important, but they are all on the credit. But this is a cash book where you are already getting the cash, and each and every transaction of the business will be ultimately result in a cash book. And therefore, cash book is one of the most important among the subsidiary books, and it is the original entry. Cash book, it is a simple cash book with the discount columns, cash book with the bank and the discount column, received and allowed. First, we'll see the cash book, simple cash book. This is the simplest form of cash book. It consists of only one column for amount on both the sides. And here on the debit side, all the receipts, on credit side, all the payments will be recorded. And it is a simple format where it is given in your textbook. You can check it. That is a date particulars LF. It will be in the T shape, and the date particulars LF cash. The next date particulars, that is on the left side and the right side. That is, it will be made in the two equal halves. So here cash book is always shown on a debit and the payment is always shown on a credit. And here cash book has two sides, unlike other subsidiary books, debit and credit side. And cash book has to be balanced as the ledger is balanced. Next, we will see the double column cash book. Double column cash book is nothing but it is a two column cash book. In this cash book, it is each side of the simple cash book. The second column will be bank or discount. If the second column is for bank, the receipt into the bank account is recorded in a debit side. And yeah, if you have any trade discount, that is a trade discount where it is allowed by the suppliers and they sell on an incentive or the increase sales. So such discounts is not recorded in any books of accounts. Means they'll give and they'll be allowed, but such a type of discounts will not be shown. And cash discount, it is allowed to encourage prompt payment within the stipulated time. There is a credit sales are made, they shall be recorded as full sales. full sales price only when the debtors pay the amount. And your next one is a double column cash book. That is a two column cash book. In this, we'll be having the date particulars, LF, discount allowed, and the cash or cash they'll be having. And here on the left side, date particulars, LF, and discount received account. Next is a triple column cash book. Here only the one extra. There is a particulars we'll be writing and discount allowed, discount received. On the both the sides, it is a cash. It is given. Triple column cash book. In the next week, we'll do the problems, journal entries, we'll write. Is it clear? Petty cash. In this petty cash, this is a business. There can be a large number of petty, small payments which are made every day. To avoid this, they have taken there is a large number of symphony and the small book, so small payment which has made the which has made to the is it clear? There is a petty cash. So these all are the problems we'll do in the next class. Okay. So here we have completed till the cash book, and next week we'll do the problems.